If you want to accomplish big things but feel like fear or lack of confidence are holding you back, this is the episode for you. It is my step-by-step process for how to create an alter ego or identity that will allow you to effortlessly go after your dreams. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Decision Lab. Today, we're switching it up a little bit. We're going live within the Action Academy. This is Cody's and I online community where we just share basically like what we're going through and how we're evolving and expanding. And we have an amazing community of people that come along with us to learn and grow and take action towards our dreams together. So if you want to join that, there are links in the show notes. And at the end of this episode, I will be answering some questions if any pop up. So without further ado, today I will be yapping all about how to create an identity or an alter ego to embody confidence so that you can do big things in your life. And make sure you stay till the end because I'll be guiding you through a short but really powerful meditation where you'll actually be able to receive gifts from your highest self. You don't want to miss that. Let's get started by defining what confidence really is. So a lot of people think confidence is just something you're born with, or it just like magically shows up once you're successful. But the truth is, confidence is really, in my mind, a mix of three things. It's number one, a nervous system state. So if your nervous system is stuck in fight or flight, you're not going to feel present, magnetic, focus. Confidence really requires a regulated nervous system where your body feels safe enough to show up fully as yourself. Number two, confidence is actually a skill. It's not just luck. It's something you build over time, like learning to ride a bike. Confidence really comes from competence, becoming good at something, practicing something over and over again so that then you do feel confident, and repetition. The more you practice confidence, the more natural it will feel. And at first it will feel uncomfortable. And number three, confidence comes from a deep belief in yourself. It's not about the outcome or what you have or what you've accomplished. It's who you are. So confidence is just that belief in yourself that no matter what, I can make it through this and I can handle this. So now let's get into the juicy part where we will create an identity or alter ego. So to tap into the most confident, magnetic version of yourself, you need to get crystal clear on what that version actually looks and feels like. And this is where the concept of an alter ego comes in. You can also call this your higher self, whatever really resonates with you, but just think of it as a character or an identity you can tap into anytime you need to. So if you're giving a big presentation, going to an interview, showing up on social media, or having a really tough conversation, you can just turn this identity on and embody it and really pull from their strength and their energy. So when you're creating this confident alter ego, they probably feel unstoppable, magnetic, deeply loving, and are a version of you that, and they are a version of you actually that already exists inside of you. Many of us believe to become this next level alter ego version of ourselves, we have to go out there and get something. But actually, this higher self, all of these skills that we want to be already exist within us. We just have to remove the barriers that are blocking us from being our most confident self. So one way to do that is to build this alter ego because it really helps to shelter you also from rejection. Because if you're showing up as your alter ego, not necessarily yourself, and something doesn't go well, then it's cool, it's fine, it was your alter ego. It wasn't you. So it's also a really powerful way to hedge against that fear of failing. So when we are coming up with our alter ego, we're going to get really detailed about every aspect of them. So I really recommend you journal this down or do this in meditation. You're going to ask yourself, how do they walk into a room? How do they speak? How do they respond to challenges when they show up? Even what do they wear? If you imagine them going to a party or a social event, What does that look like? What kind of energy are they bringing? Or when they sit down at their laptop to do work, how are they going about their day? Are they focused? Are they really excited about their work? Are they magnetic? Do they feel like they can do anything? Get really crystal clear about what this looks like. And a really cool piece of this is to give them a name. So sit with it, journal with it, and go with a name that just pops up in your head right away. I created my alter ego in meditation, and the name that came through to me was Kaleo. And then I used ChatGPT to look it up. I was like, what does Kaleo mean? And it actually comes from Latin and it means to glow. And for me, that resonated so deeply because Kaleo is this fierce, glowing, just big ball of like light, energy, and love. And I tap into her when I'm absolutely terrified. And then last piece on creating this alter ego is ask yourself how it feels in the body. Because when we're creating this alter ego, it's going to have this energetic resonance and signature in your body. Does your posture straighten up a little bit more? Do you feel like you have more energy? Do you feel warmer or colder? It's really good to continuously connect to that feeling. It will make tapping into your alter ego a little bit easier. So now that we've defined our alter ego or highest self, we want to anchor that in. And by anchor that in, I mean, we want to come up with a way that allows us to tap into them on demand. Maybe you can just think of it and become them. Some people like to use snapping or clenching their fists together. Maybe you have your favorite drink, like tea, coffee. If you can have some type of ritual that's like, okay, boom, I'm stepping into this alter ego, that's really, really helpful to train your brain to view that as a trigger. Okay, now it's go time. I am being my most confident magnetic self. So the next part of building this alter ego is reinforcing it and rewiring it so it becomes more and more natural. Two of my favorite tools for this is number one, EFT tapping. And I talk about tapping all the time. And it works incredible wonders because it does two things. And number one, regulates your nervous system. And number two, it helps to rewire your beliefs. So you can tap in affirmations when you are training your body and mind to embody your alter ego. So a really good example of this is maybe you're catching yourself not feeling confident and you can tap on the tapping points. If you're not watching this on YouTube and you're just listening to the audio, I'm just tapping on the side of my hand. And you can say something like, even though I don't feel confident right now, I completely love and accept myself. And you can tap on the head like this and say, I am ready to tap into my higher self, my alter ego. And then we can tap on the eyebrows. I feel confident and like I can take on anything. I feel unstoppable. And you can just keep tapping in whatever feeling you want, and you will feel this change in the nervous system and also change in your like vibration and energy. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And point number two is journaling. I love journaling from the perspective of my higher self. Sometimes when I have a big day ahead of me, I tap into that Kaleo energy and I take out my journal and I pretend like I am her. What is she grateful for today? What is she excited about today? What kind of challenges is she currently working through? Like, how would Kaleo think about my finances or this really hard conversation I need to have? And she would come at it from this really loving yet empowering energy. So it's really, really effective to tap into that energy with journaling. And the next part, the final evolution of this, is to take action as your alter ego or higher self. So don't just think about them, don't just tap on them. Ask yourself, what would they do in that situation, and take action from them. And the more you take action as them, that will continuously reinforce that identity and wire it in. Now that's everything I have on creating an alter ego. And so, as I mentioned before at the beginning of this podcast episode, I wanted to go into detail about how you could maybe receive a gift from your highest self or your alter ego, and this will help you through a rough time. So imagine you have a situation come up and you don't know what to do, or you feel lost or confused, or you just feel like you're lacking confidence. I really like doing this meditation. So you can save this for later, or if you're sitting down, you can just follow along with me. I invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and another deep breath in and another deep breath out. And I want you to just think about this challenge or thing you need to overcome. What is it? What do you need help with? Just have that in your mind's eye and hold it gently in a very loving way. Don't allow it to stress you out, let go of the panic and resistance and fear. It's just a circumstance and it will be solved. So think of that circumstance right now that you need some help with. And now I want you to imagine your highest self or your alter ego. They're standing in front of you and they are glowing. They look incredible and they look like they've already solved this problem. They've accomplished maybe everything you've wanted to do. How old are they in your mind? Just go with whatever comes up. How old are they? And I want you to take a deeper look at them. What are they wearing? What is their energy like? How do they feel different from you? Do they seem really confident and powerful? How are they speaking? How are they moving through the room? Allow anything to come up. Now they're going to hand you a gift. And you open your hands and you accept a box. And you open the box and you look inside. And your gift is in there for you. What is it? Trust your intuition. The first thing that comes up, even if it doesn't make sense. Now you've just received that gift from your higher self. Maybe it's confidence. Maybe it's a tool. Maybe you don't know what it means yet, but maybe it will show up sometime in the future. And then you will understand what it means. But trust it. Whatever came up, even if it's super insanely random, it's for you and it's from your higher self. And you know that version already exists. It's already within you because you wouldn't be able to imagine this version of yourself if it wasn't for you, if it didn't exist. So as we close this meditation, thank your higher self. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and open your eyes, coming back to the room, maybe moving your shoulders a little bit, taking a look at your surroundings. All right. Now you've just learned how to create an alter ego and tap into your higher self. Let us know in the comments how that went for you. Tell me what your alter ego's name is. What are they like? I love hearing this kind of stuff. And if you did the meditation, what gift did you receive? Thanks so much, everyone. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you again next week.